right there. In fact, I doubled it by marrying one more man. But let's talk first with the woman of the hour. Hi, Piper. So, Piper, what's it like to be Piper right now? Do you get stopped in the street and ask, how's Alex, or?
Right this second, it's pretty nice to be Piper. Look at all these people! Oh, thank you. Mercifully, I am not as recognizable as all these beautiful, folks up here on the stage with me. So, but when I get paged at an airport, inevitably, people are like, wait a minute. And that's really nice.
Are you often paged in airports? Just curious.
I get paged in airports, it's true.
So Taylor and I were talking, I was actually learning from the entire cast about how to make a chicken by sticking a beer can up the butt of a chicken. Is that who actually knows how to do that? I do.
Yeah, how's that recipe coming along?
Wait, do you really know? Because I'm trying to figure it out.
I sent you a recipe.
It's too difficult according to Freak's recipe.
Put a bunch of sugar and hot sauce on the chicken.
Taylor, it's called seamless. You just go on the computer. I live for seamless, yes.
I do too. Look, I'm going to ask you the first serious question of the night.
Really? Okay.
Because you're such a serious woman. You were just telling me about the cover of Essence magazine.
Beautiful sisters up here, Samira, Jill,
Time has been on Variety and Entertainment Weekly. I believe you posed nude for a lower magazine. You recently spoke with CNN about Caitlyn Jenner. I want to ask how you feel, and the whole cast of Python here, how this show has impacted the way that the LGBT community is perceiving the world.
Alrighty. First of all, I have to say thank you to each and every person in this room for being here tonight and showing us so much love. It's really beautiful to be on this side looking at all of you. This show is just incredible, and I feel like I've always said this. I often quote my acting mentor, Susan Batson, in her book. She quotes Jennifer Heston, who says, "People don't go to the movies to see you; they go to see themselves." And I feel like so many of our fans are seeing themselves through these characters on the show. And a lot of these characters happen to be LGBTQ, etc. And being a trans woman, playing a trans character that has affected so many people in such positive ways all over the world. It is the best blessing in the world that people's lives are being changed, people's experiences are being deeply validated by these stories, and by this kind of visibility means absolutely the world to me. And you guys are making change happen by just living visibly and being yourself. So you are the change.
LGBT is only one or four of the many issues that the shows bring up. And Taylor, I'm wondering how you feel about being a part of a show that has such a social conscience, that, like it or not, has brought up, and I happen to like it, has brought up many issues about the criminal justice reform, is relevant to Black Lives Matter, the transgender movement. How does that feel? Has that awoken a sort of activist in you?
Absolutely. I think the thing that's happened for me, and I know a lot of our cast, is that some of these issues were sort of behind a bit of a curtain for a while. As soon as we start to explore them in the show, it's almost impossible to turn a blind eye, and it does really awaken a desire to help enact change. And I think that our Genji talks about it quite eloquently in that this show is meant to entertain, and I hope people have a really great time watching it, and then that sparks a dialogue. and then then change comes about through.
Well, I have to say, having hung out with you all backstage for like the last 5 minutes, I know that your show takes place in a prison, but it seems like a party. Was there like a certain episode that, everyone all of a sudden just clicked down long, or do you guys hang out after work?
Oh my gosh, Samira, Natasha, and I just took a vacation to Rio. We just got.
I heard that was not a vacation, that was actually work.
Well, we worked, a
work vacation.
we worked, but we definitely had some time in that day to go out and have a good time. I think it did start from day one. It really, we wanted to be around each other. We genuinely enjoyed each other's company. People ask us all the time, is this Instagram real? Is this Twitter? And the answer is yes. We really do legitimately spend time, whether it's going to work out together, having lunch, or taking walks, going on vacation together, and yelling I went to Tokyo.
Sounds like a...
We get along so well though, we're all invited. Just kidding.
We're all on vacation. Just kidding.
She was great in a bikini. We really had a pretty great time. We were like genuinely thrilled to have that time spent together, and I would say even just getting to work with people we really respect also meant that even moving through this whole sort of surreal press tour process of we're in a foreign country, but the fact that we have each other just makes it enjoyable, and also like we learn from each other how.
I heard you guys were on top of a float.
Oh yeah, and it was bananas.
How many people were there?
4 million. But it was very powerful, like in here tonight, just that you can really feel the electricity, and it's like a palpable sort of the magnetic thing we have with each other, and we felt very proud to represent the show.
I did that last year. I was on top of the float last year for Gay Pride in Brazil. I just want to jump in here and say that there are no ugly women in Brazil. But there are no ugly women in Brazil.
Women, you are getting married. You are getting married. You are locked down. You are locked down.
I'm getting married, but I'm not going blind. It doesn't
You
matter.
always gotta do something that way.
There's never ugly women for Leah, so let's keep it.
All women are beautiful.
How many women, y'all?
There's no ugly women anywhere, Leah.
Okay, we're just getting started. We're gonna have time for all of your questions. I think I have no idea how much time we have, but someone maybe can keep track of me, but I want to ask Kate, who knows about you red.
Don't call me a chicken.
Kate, we all have a number of questions about season 3. My first one for you is, I have a hunch that V's not really dead.
You have a hunch, or you have a certainty? Miss Rose, mow her down. Is he here in the building? The great parade to Southbury.
That's my hunch, she's here.
I think that she has just what a pretty serious brain.
So, what else can you hint? I know you guys have a newcomer coming, Ruby Rose, who I think is Have you guys seen, I'm sure you haze her on screen, but does she go through sort of a past initiation, like, you're the new girl, we don't talk to you, or worse?
Who, Ruby?
Yeah.
I could never meet her. She was fooling around with you, wasn't she, Kate?
Okay, so I think you may have some trouble talking to her there. powerful the fans were there. What does it feel like, anyone shout out, to be part of such an international, sort of joyful phenomenon?
You know, I think it feels really humbling, and I think for all of us, just wanting to take the time to really carve out to say to each and every one of you, our show does not exist without you. It really the support and love that we've got online, down the street, in Brazil, in Mexico, in Paris, and everywhere around the world. It's overwhelming, really. It really is overwhelming, incredibly humbling to find that people just enjoy watching our show and they select our show for 36 hours soon.
Emotional when I got to the Emmys for the first time, right? Like that was like a moment. And I have to tell you that coming here today was a moment. It is a moment because we have felt the love from you all every single day. You kick ass.
Ask another question. Oh, sorry, go ahead. Yes?
The beauty of our cast is if you see the stage, we're as diverse as our audience, and that's the beauty of that representation.
Yes, for sure.
And I love my very all of my
Yeah, I get a question to the guys. It feels like, So, guys, can you reveal to us anything that, this is a room full of fans who know almost everything about you and the show. Is there anything that goes on the show, or any sort of secret, mystery, ritual, anything that goes on the show that you can reveal to us tonight that has not been out there before?
You did. Think before you speak.
I'm with Mike tonight. No, nothing. Everything else, it's all out there. We're an open book.
Anyone else care to comment?
Yeah, well, you have to say that the men on this show sometimes don't get a lot of love. I mean, we give them a lot of love, don't get us wrong. Because they're amazing, but they're so brilliant and they put up with a lot of hormones.
Facebook that applies describes a lot of you. Come on, second row, yes. We got a mic. Are there mics for audience questions?
So I don't know if this is allowed, but I'd really like to ask for a hug from Lauren.
Internship in Atlanta, unfortunately, has one of the largest prisons populations in the country. And I got to visit that prison and see a lot of the men behind bars. And I tell you, it is a mentally debilitating system. And I'm so glad that this show really brings light to that process, because I think not only is it, just sort of structured to punish you for what you did, but I think it's also to sort of mess with your mind and sort of
Dehumanize you.
Dehumanize. Thank you, my sister. Dehumanize the individual. So I'm so glad the opportunities like this shed light on what's going on behind bars.
Your question? You work here. Okay, never mind. Okay. Okay, we'll do like that. Bond. Just yell really loud.
Hey guys.
Hi.
So the film and television industry is known for being male dominated. What is it like working on a show with so many females at the forefront of not only behind the scenes but in front of the camera?
Tell us if you got it right and put women behind the camera and on front of it.
All right, we've got a question over here.
This question is for Piper. Can you talk a little bit about your experience exiting prison and re-entering society, specifically with the Legal Action Center, maybe?
I woke up in prison in a very scary, scary place, much like the first episode of the second season, if you all remember that. And I knew it was my out date, but the prison wouldn't confirm that they were going to let me go, so I was starting to lose my marbles. And I woke up at 6 a.m. and I watched Martha Stewart get released from prison, and a private plane came and got her. And at 11:30, they were like, "Pack out, Kerman." And they took me down for receiving disbursement, and they said, "We don't have any women's clothes. You're the smallest men's clothes we have. Here's a windbreaker." It was Chicago in the wintertime. "Here's $28. And they took me down to an alleyway door, and they were like, "See ya." And the real Larry was waiting at the front door of the prison to take me home to York. Which, by the way, is not a spoiler alert. My marriage is not a spoiler alert. So my journey home was a lot easier than for the 700,000 people who come home every single year from prison jails. Much easier.
How does the Legal Action Center help you exit your life in prison?
You mean the Women's Prison Association?
Yes.
Yeah. Well, the Women's Prison Association didn't serve me directly because most people coming out of the system come from our poorest and most vulnerable communities, and they need a lot of help. I had a lot of help from friends and family, but not everyone can count on that. So that's one of the reasons that I serve on their board, because it's so important to make sure that everybody gets the help that they deserve. Thank you.
Hi guys. So really quickly, I know. Well, so I was going to ask what this would be for any of you, all of you, signing up, but how did you prepare for some of these roles? I mean, all of you are incredible performers, and it's made so obvious by the fact that each of these characters is fantastically complex. How was it prepping to sort of play these really superhuman individuals? And also did you read the book ahead of time? Did you want to know everything about the story ahead of time, or did you want to kind of let things develop in your head as you went along?
Well, I definitely read the book to begin with. Okay. I definitely read the book to begin with, but I found myself, after reading that, thinking, oh God, I have to read so many more books. I have to watch as many documentaries as I can about prison. And I found that I wanted to actually project that idea, because I think that we have, as a society, such an idea that everyone in prison is so other than everyone in society. And I think that that idea is just an idea. It's not the truth. And so my preparation for my character stemmed from thinking about who is this girl, who is this woman that took a left turn when I took a right turn, not who is this other person that ended up in prison and how is she, you know? So for me, the preparation definitely started with just thinking about the person and
not thinking about the person and how they're connected to prison.
How is it to prepare for that? Do you agree method? You in that role the whole time?
Yes, sit in my closet with the nut. I don't know. For myself, I found, well, I did read the book. I read the book by Kerman, and I used to also strangely be really obsessed with Locke on it. I used to watch the show a lot. Yes, I watched a lot of that show as well. But yeah, with a lot of it. And so then, the role though, when her character was introduced in episode 2, they had a description of her in the script that read something to the effect of she's innocent like a child, except children aren't scary. Which, right? Which I thought was so packed and loaded with so much information because there were, 2 words were in that description that I don't ever think are associated with prison. 1, innocent. 2, child. And so it immediately drew this image in my brain of a woman with a pacifier in her mouth and a sledgehammer in her hand. And I thought to myself, oh, this is the key to who this woman is. This is somebody who just acts first and then thinks second. This is somebody who has a purification about them, who has no agenda attached to any of their actions. It's just someone who behaves innocently, and then the reaction is really less of her responsibility, or less without agenda. It's just filled with that. So then I realized this is actually something that's very loving, and this is a love story.
I'm gonna ask one more question. I know it's your That was beautiful. I didn't cut you off. John, are you around? Someone's gonna wave at you and I have to stop talking or stop asking questions. We're gonna go all night. These guys are about to start filming season 4 on Monday. You guys all go into quote unquote lockdown, or are you gonna go spend a lot of time together and get sick of each other and someone yelling?
We are. You'll see a lot of that.
I started growing up my leg hair.
I miss my girl, so I'm looking forward to spending time with them. I miss them a lot, so it'll be fun. It's like Williamstown. We go away, we're gonna make great stuff for you guys.
Questions in the back? Or are you telling me I have to stop?
Work, John.
This question is for you. Have you ever been to Bora Bora Bora? Was that a question for me? That's a question.
I don't think it exists, right? I think it's a magical place that we can all go to. Maybe we just need to close our eyes, deep breaths, and we can all go to Bora Bora Bora. Am I right?
Okay, in the back, Bruce Lee, yeah.
And that's the whole thing, the outfit. And the lighter, I don't know if you're, and I would like gasoline, but I don't know why.
Hey, single item controversy.
I was like 5 hours. And so I got there my guitar, that way I could just play it and everybody would just walk away.
I bring Natalie Portman.
We can bring anything we want, I guess, but maybe not. I don't know, Caputo, some better lotion? Leaf tree, I don't know. Something like that.
Buying alternate substance.
He was with you. Mine alternate substances. Okay, right here in the front row.
Our chemistry is so amazing and so comfortable with each other. And, I know. It's funny because in the beginning I'd be like, okay, we're insurance. Now it's just like, it's comfortable. Thank God because Genji and our writing stuff was so amazing, and nothing is taboo for them, and they really push the envelope in an amazing way. And the fact that we all really support each other, and it's like this amazing sister writing, it gives us that confidence to really be vulnerable, be raw, and like really put ourselves out there, because we know we're always going to have each other's back. And it's no different with those kind of scenes that Jill and I have together versus the scenes we do together versus done for each other.
Are they off you? No, I mean, I actually think I'm kind of lucky. I think I totally well said. No, I actually think that's one of the things that we're not very often. I don't think they were really offered at the beginning, and they are now.
She's working on season 4. She's working on season 4.
No, I'm waiting to see her face here, because honestly, thank you for the seasons that we've done. You guys have done this entire time.
Hi, first of all, thank you so much for being here tonight. I guess my question is, what would be like a fun fact about either yourselves or the show that we wouldn't know just from watching it?
I try to ask you guys that. See if you can do it. Anyone?
You know, something that's funny is there's right outside the set, we walk off and there's a long hallway with a lot of dressing rooms in it. And it's funny because when we do a scene that's like dramatic or whatever, maybe it's funny, and we walk off and all of us, the doors are always open and music is playing and Natasha's dog is running up and down the hallway. And every heard those stories is dog. It's always lots of dogs. And you come on set and the music's playing, and girls are dancing, and it's just such an amazing, lively environment. And people can visit, they don't want to leave, it's really great. So it's fun.
Okay, so we got Harris doing the black jacket classes.
First and foremost, I want to thank you all. I love this show.
Wow, pretty
Yeah, I don't want to be ashamed, but Uzo, you're actually one of my favorite actresses. Now, with that being said, I'm going to be that guy. Can you please do me a favor and drop that banana chocolate swirl out of here?
Chocolate and vanilla. I try to find people farthest away from the mic. You can just yell if you want.
I have a question that everyone here is dying to really answer to. Can someone please finish the eggplant joke?
We should check the eggplant joke. He's not an eggplant, he's retarded. Yeah. That one?
Okay, over there in the black t-shirt. Yeah, you. Or you in the orange t-shirt, sure.
So my question is for Piper. I actually spoke to you a little bit about this before, but during the show and during the book, we meet a character to Piper, you as an individual in your early 20s, when you're in this rebellion stage. Looking at the success that the show has gotten, how your story has become such a success for all of us, is there anything you would change or take back about your experience?
Yes, I would go back in a heartbeat and change all of my choices. And I'll tell you why. The experience of incarceration is deeply traumatic, despite the fact that it turns into something so engaging as this amazing show. I put my family through hell. The people who love me the most suffered a great deal, as do all families of people who are incarcerated. And most of all, my own choices furthered other people's substance abuse and addiction and all of the suffering that goes along with that. So you can't leave those things aside. You have to take those things very centrally serious in terms of like what makes you up as a person and the power you have in the world to do right or to do wrong. So I would go back in New York City.
Hey, Greg, can I ask you a quick follow-up? I know you've done some work with prison reform. Do you feel that you've been able to make an impact?
I hope so. About 29 states have passed legislation that is at the beginning of reform in this country. I've never met a single American who said, I am very proud to have more people incarcerated than any society in human history. So Americans have a lot of work to do. Yeah, sure. I would say last June I was invited to speak at the White House, where I bumped into Vern Cox because that is how we roll. And when the White House and the Department of Justice is talking about doing things differently, that's a really big sign of change. And so I'm very optimistic.
Okay, now you get both sides of the room. How about you right here? Yeah. Sure, can we do that right after the Q&A? Just before. Okay, good.
And I'm curious if anyone had any crazy audition stories when you auditioned for actors.
Anyone care to share an audition story?
I got married the day before. I guess it's kind of weird. Yeah, that was odd. I didn't have a lot of makeup, just because I guess I was that kind of lady at that time. And so I bought red lipstick for my wedding, because I needed some, because apparently you need that when you get married. And that was the lipstick that I wore to my audition, so I guess that felt a little odd.
Anyone else? Crazy audition story? Or crazy getting the part story? Who said that?
I have one.
Hi.
Well, I went to jail.
Wait, you really went to jail?
Nothing that I'm proud of. Again, mistake, you know. Like, I think our show, you know, violence isn't the answer, but we all hit a threshold in our lives, and the talking changed me. The show has changed me, and it's also provided the reason why I think we're all one step away from making a bad choice. And just like what Piper said, it's not worth it, you know? Count to 10. Count to 10. Please.
Great advice. Pop up a little beer pack.
This is really for anybody. What's your favorite thing about your role and like who you play? Like your favorite characteristic of the character?
I'm going to jump in, if you guys don't mind. Because in the history of the media as we know it, butches have never been portrayed positively. They're always stupid, they always beat their girlfriends, they're always truck drivers, uneducated assholes. And finally, someone has put a really positive face on a butch character. literally making a living by doing something like this, portraying a positive image.
I would say something that I bet a lot of us feel is there's something about the quality of the writing that really holds space for us to. And I feel like if I come to work and I'm in a really bad mood, or I'm very tired, or I feel heartbroken, or I feel like self-conscious, like oh my god, I shouldn't have eaten that. I like the script supports that state of mind, and the environment and the cast supports that. And likewise, if I come in like riding high on sex messages, and like really feeling like damn, I'm in my prime, I'm listening to great music and just making jokes, somehow the script will automatically support that, and so will my fellow cast members. And I feel like it's a very unique thing, that the show meets you, like is really saying, exactly where you are, and really somehow brings out the best of you as like, that bringing your own essence to the part is what's required, not, coming in and, being something that you're not. It's a very honest show that way. It's very deep,
I love the honesty of the characters.
Yeah.
Each and every character, whether you agree with it or not, is being very honest. And that's what I love about each and every one of these characters that we portray. I love that about Gloria. She is what it is, she's gonna let me know, like it or not. And I think that everyone has that, so that's the beauty of the role that we play.
Gosh, what do you love about your character? We have a last question, sorry. Tasha, just tell me in like 5 words what you love about your character. Okay, we have time for one more question. I'm going to do the woman in the orange suit. Who's fitting?
Hi. Wait. Laura, I need a picture with you later. Hopefully good. But anyway, this is for everybody. If you were to pick a character in Orange is the Black, which character would you be instead of the one you're portraying right now?
Caputo.
I always say Suzanne Warren. I love Suzanne so much, and I love all of you, but Suzanne is just got my heart.
I'll play Big Goose Puppy.
I don't want to be chained. Shit.
Taylor, are you guys an answer? 8.
I think I'd like to take Gloria so I can get her out of the kitchen.
Love her. Love Kate Mulgrew. The best time I've had so far is going head to head with that woman. Thank you.
So this is so much fun. I personally know everyone else in this room wants to hang out with you guys all night. We know we have a show to watch. We're going to do one in just a second, but I think before we do, don't you have something to add?
I do have something I want to add. I got here and I saw all of your amazing faces. And we were talking backstage and we were thinking, these people came from Ireland, from London, from Brazil, to Jersey, to show love to our show. And we started thinking, what could we do for them? We said, should they watch the show tonight? starting to think we should get bigger. What if we just let you watch the whole season? It'll all come on Netflix now. Get that out. Should we do that? Let's get Reed Hastings on the phone, the CEO of Netflix, to find out if he's okay with us dropping the season now.
Hey, Lizzo, you guys are awesome. I wish I was out there with you.
We wish you were too. Reed, I have a question. I'm in this room right now. The cast are here. We're sitting there with these amazing super fans. Would it be possible, I feel like you're the guy to ask, for us to put all of season 3 of Orange on Netflix right now so they can go home and watch it when they get home?
Early release from Mexico?
15 episodes.
Let's do it.